Hello again, everyone. This is Chris Sciria. That's Robert Harding. This is the Citizens Sports Weekly Pick 6 NFL video for Week 14. We're recording this on
Thursday,
December 4th. Thursday, December 4th, 2014. Anyways, timestamp. We're going to pick 6 NFL games. But first, we'll update the standings. Robert and I were each 4-2 last week. Robert is now 45-33.
Which isn't bad, by the way.
No, it's not bad at all. And I am 51-27.
Which is pretty good.
Not too shabby. Although we're not picking against the spread. If we were picking against the spread, I think next year, if we're doing this still, I think we should pick against the spread, make it really interesting. So
I like it.
It's tough. It's tough. The spread's tough. So with that, we'll get right into it. We're going to pick 6 NFL games. First game, big AFC North showdown. Oh, I think almost every week here on out is a big AFC North showdown. These teams are grouped so tight that they're just like one mass of football teams here. So,
it's a blob of football.
Pittsburgh at Cincinnati. Great game. My buddy Frank Berwinczak, big Bengals fan. My other friend John Pleshny, big Steelers fan. Hopefully they're going to get together and watch this game. And I think Mr. Berwinczak is going to be the happy guy after this game. I like the Bengals. I just think they're playing good football right now. They're home, which I think is important. Steelers, they had that little stretch there. They were playing pretty well, but they've kind of tailed off, and they've had some bad losses. You lose to the Jets, and boy, me being the Miami fan can talk about that, or what it feels like to be losing to the Jets. But you lose to the Jets, that's not good. You should be playing your best football this time of year. I think the Bengals are starting to get to that place. I like Cincinnati in this game.
Picking the Bengals, too.
Right.
Think home field advantage. I think they're two fairly even teams. I mean, they both have solid quarterbacks. I think Big Ben has the advantage, in terms of quarterback play. You do have the Steelers rushing attack with Le'Veon Bell. But, the Steelers defense has been shaky. I think the Bengals have, with A.J. Green, and they have a underappreciated rushing attack. And, I think they'll pull this one out. Bengals at home.
Okay. Next game is my Miami Dolphins, and they're hosting the Baltimore Ravens, a team they have not beaten since December 16th, 2007. That was the lone win in the 2000 season for the Miami Dolphins. I was at that game. It was quite exciting. Rich Camarillo catching a touchdown pass from Cleo Lemon in overtime for the Dolphins winning 22-16.
Where are they now?
I don't want to know where they are now, to be honest. No offense to those guys, but I don't need to know where they are right now. And the Ravens have owned the Dolphins ever since. They have not lost to Miami since that game. I believe that is, I think they've won at least 4 or 5 in a row over the Dolphins. And guess what? They're going to make it 6 or 7 in a row because I hate to do it, but I'm picking the Ravens in this game, and I'll tell you why. Joe Flacco, number 1. Okay, I just think the Ravens have a better offense, and then I think they have a much better running game. And Miami's run defense has been Swiss cheese the last 2 weeks against the Jets and the Broncos, and I don't think that Forsett, I believe, is the running back.
Justin Forsett.
I think he's going to have another big game. If I'm the Ravens, I'm running the football. If I'm the Dolphins, I'd be throwing the football because the Ravens are the second worst team against the pass in the NFL. That being said, the Ravens have a very good pass rush, and I don't think that bodes well for Miami. So I hate to say this, and I hate picking against my Dolphins, but I just have a hunch that the Ravens are going to win this game and really put Miami behind the 8 ball for making a postseason appearance.
You're not going to believe it, Chris.
You're picking the Dolphins.
I'm picking the Dolphins.
Of course he is.
No, I think this is a home game for them.
Yeah.
I think it's a good, after these past 2 road games they've played at New York, at Denver. The New York game, yeah, that was a little shaky, but look, they almost went into Denver and won. They almost beat Peyton Manning's Denver Broncos in Denver.
Right.
This is a good football team. I think they beat Baltimore.
Oh, hold on. He just said the Dolphins are a good football team. Wow. Man.
It's mostly because of the defense.
Hold on, am I sleeping here? Wake me up, man.
Let's not get crazy.
All right. Next game, Kansas City at Arizona. This is a good game.
Barn burner.
Good game. Chiefs coming off a really bad loss to the Broncos last week. I picked them. I thought they were going to pull the upset at home, but nope. Arizona, they did not play well against Atlanta, played a really bad game, and maybe now that the injuries are starting to catch up with this team. That being said, Arizona's at home. I like them at home. I still think they're going to pull out this win. Kansas City, I think maybe they were exposed last week. I like the Cardinals to win this game.
Interesting. I think you have two pretty even teams here. You have two teams with very, very good defenses, but I think the tiebreaker goes to the Chiefs. I think with Alex Smith, they have a steady presence at quarterback, and I think they go into Arizona and win this game.
I think that's a very good, rationale for picking them. It is a 1-point game. Arizona is a 1-point favorite at home, so it's basically a pick 'em. So I could see you go over. I'm going to go with the home team here. Next game is your Buffalo Bills at the Denver Broncos, and the Bills, a little bit of an underdog here. They're a 10-point dog at Denver, and I can understand that. I think this is Buffalo's. They got to win this game.
Oh yeah.
If they're going to have any chance of making the playoffs, as slim as they are right
Doesn't
now,
get any easier next
they
week.
got to beat Denver, and something. I mean, Buffalo could win this game. I mean, Kyle Orton is familiar to playing in Denver.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of revenge here. He's going to be pretty up for this game.
Yeah.
Sammy Watkins has cooled off since his strong start, maybe hitting the rookie wall. I believe, is C.J. Spiller back for the... No, I'm sorry. Fred Jackson's back. Fred Jackson's back for the Bills, which helps. But, you're facing Peyton Manning. Playoffs are on the line here. I think the Broncos want to try to still have a chance of getting that number 1 seed. I like Denver in this game.
Yeah, I'm picking the Broncos too. I think if the Bills do have a chance in this one, it'll be because of that front four on defense.
Yeah, getting pressure on Manning.
If they can make Peyton Manning's life miserable, which if you look in the past, why Peyton Manning, in games that they've lost, it's because teams have been able to get to the quarterback and really apply pressure on the front. And the Bills have that ability. If they can do that, and I say, if they get 5 or more sacks, I think they'll pull it out. I'm picking the Broncos, but I think they could really pull off an upset here if they can get 5 or more.
They could
sacks.
They could cover the spread, I guess, is what you're saying. They could cover the spread.
A little bit.
10-point spread. Next game, this is a great game, and there's just some amazing games this month. Seattle at Philadelphia. Could be an NFC title game preview.
Could be.
Possibly. Seahawks, they went to San Francisco, and on Thanksgiving night to the well-rest, they pulled out a very good win. Their defense seems to be back. Philadelphia, man, this team is just amazing. I'll tell you, the gut said they were going to beat the Cowboys last Thanksgiving, and they pulled it off. I think they're hot. They're home. It's going to be a tight game. It's a 1-point game right now. Philadelphia's favored by 1. I like the Eagles in this game.
I'm picking the Seahawks. If anything, after watching their past few games, Seahawks defense seems to have waken up. It seemed early on, the defense was good, but it wasn't as great as we saw last year. Now they're starting to look like they've gained that 2013 form, and I think that doesn't bode well for a lot of teams in the NFC this week, included with Philadelphia. So I'm taking the Seahawks on the road.
Mm-hmm. Okay, our last game. This is the Sunday night game. New England at San Diego. I hear the gut. The gut's calling.
Uh-oh.
And it says, go with the Chargers.
Wow.
Well, okay.
Bold.
It is bold. Something? I'm gonna go
You're
out.
picking the home team.
I'm picking the home team in a prime time. I
Come
know.
on.
Well, I picked the home team in the prime time game last weekend. I got bit by that one. Chiefs. Okay.
Well, yeah.
But the Chargers. I think that win against Baltimore last week really gave them a lift. They went on the road, they went on the East Coast, and they pulled out a win against a good Ravens team, okay? The Patriots are on the West Coast right now. They stayed in San Diego all week. They flew out of Green Bay after Sunday night's game, and they went into San Diego. My buddy Bob Sosi, the Patriots play-by-play announcer, has been tweeting photos of San Diego today, so I know he's out there. So obviously the Patriots are used to the time change, although really it's no big deal when you're going from east to west. They're used to the weather, although it's never really that hot or humid in San Diego this time of year. It's pretty darn nice. But something? The Patriots have been playing great. They did get beat by the Packers last week. They're on the road for a second week in a row. My gut. I'm just going to say my gut says I like the Chargers in this game. I think they're going to pull off the upset.
Terrible.
You're going with the Patriots.
Here's why I'm going with the Patriots. What happened with the Patriots last week? They
lost.
You never pick against the Patriots after a loss.
They can lose 2 in a row. Anybody can lose 2 in a row.
But this team under Belichick, if you look at the history, rarely has that
Right,
happened.
that's
They
true.
They usually bounce back,
Right.
and I think in a game like this, the Chargers, certainly a good team.
Mm-hmm.
We both know that. And, Rivers has been playing well.
Yeah.
But, the defense I don't think has played as well as they did early in the season. And, with this offense that the Patriots have, they can throw any running back out there and have success running the ball. Brady's making weapons out of people that we haven't even heard of.
Yeah, I know.
Gronk.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm not going to be
Taking the Patriots.
I'll admit, most likely the Patriots will win, but I'm just saying that I just got a hunch, got a feeling. It's the gut talking here. I like San Diego.
I think the gut's telling you
I
you're
got
hungry.
You got it. Yeah, I am actually hungry. It's almost dinner time. And with that, I think we'll wrap up this video. Appreciate you folks watching. We're almost nearing triple digits in views. I think that's astounding. We've had like crickets.
Watch out, Big Bang Theory.
We've had, yeah. Well, we're not going to go with fun with flags here, okay? But I'm just saying that if you look at other NFL pick videos, they get thousands of views on YouTube. We're looking to break triple digits. So come on, folks, help us out here.
5 years
Spread
from now,
the
we'll be
legs.
stars.
That would be nice. That would be good. I wouldn't be lying if I didn't say it would be nice to be semi-famous.
The gut would need its own agent.
Yeah. I got some people in mind, so I know a Hollywood agent. I could arrange that. So, anyways, folks, thanks for watching. Enjoy the football this weekend because there are going to be some great games, and we'll see you next week.